Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Get Real with Rick Dancer. And what you're looking at is the new space where the Blue Valley Bistro is going to be located right out here. And I can't believe they're breaking ground on it. We're going to inform you a little bit about what's happening in Coburg. And the reason we're here is because
Hi, everybody.
It's Seth Clark with Blue Valley Bistro. I have to get used to saying that instead of formerly Cresswell Coffee.
You should hear me on the phone. I always stutter now. It's embarrassing.
So this is the birthday boy, 37 years old today.
Yeah.
So we've got all kinds
proud.
of stuff planned. Yeah, he's still a young man wearing the ties.
Yeah. I even shaved this morning. It's my 5 o'clock shadow.
That's oh god. Yeah.
What time is it? Noon?
Yeah, it's only noon. So this is supposed to be pretty exciting.
This is really exciting. I've been
Okay, I'm gonna turn this around, guys, so you can hear.
I've been fortunate to come up here every Thursday as part of the Coburg Farmers Market in our trailer CC Rider. So I've been watching this happen. But I haven't been up this close yet because I'm usually across the street at the park. And what's really cool is they just put in the plumbing. I can see exactly where my kitchen is going to be. I can see where the bathrooms are going to be. I can see where the front door is going to be. I mean, it's starting to take shape. Right now it looks like a bunch of gravel and some PVC pipe. But in my mind, I know what this is going to be, and it's really, really exciting.
So you guys, this little section out here is the front door. Is that little pop out up here?
Yeah.
And then just beyond that, there's going to be a hallway that goes back to the bathrooms back here. But this whole space on this end,
Yeah, front to back.
is his, and then the parking's in the back, and then right here, I don't know if you can see right there, so
Yeah.
there's a little section right here. There's going to be like a walk up there.
I'm incredibly excited about this. So since we don't have a drive-through and we have all of this outdoor seating, I wanted 2 features that were really critical to my design. And one of them is a walk-up window. So anybody that's sitting outside, you can walk up and either get a latte, or if it's have to be in the afternoon, you want a pint of beer, awesome. We can serve it right out that window. And all this right now, which is the big hill of dirt, is going to be seating with trees and shade.
Right out in here?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
I mean, all the way up, there's going to be the street and then a sidewalk, and then it's our space. And there's going to be a covered patio, like a boardwalk, around the whole front and sides of the building. I think I have seating outside for, I want to say 30.
Okay.
And then we have a big 8-foot garage door that's going to open up, so we'll have indoor-outdoor space.
So, again, you guys, we are in Coburg, and we're going to talk a little bit to the city administrator, too, about there are some huge changes coming up in Coburg.
For sure.
And you're just one of them.
Yeah.
This is going to be like a really big building, a really nice place, and we have the developer of this going to come talk with us as well. But what will this allow you to do that you cannot do in your current facility?
Well, the number one thing is, in Cresswell, our design was never designed for a restaurant. It was just supposed to be a simple coffee house. So it's very inefficient, which means I should be able to, for breakfast rushes and lunch rushes here in Coburg, be able to get people's food quicker to them, be more efficient, more accurate in our ordering process, and I can accommodate more because I can do 30 or 40 people inside plus 30 people outside. And this could really be a hub. I mean, look at the location. I'm right in the heart of town.
Yeah.
Farm Fancy, Bronco Saloon, the park. I mean, this is awesome. This is awesome. So,
you know, the thing I've noticed about you, though, Seth, is you don't seem that excited.
right? I know. You know, that's I don't know. It's one of my character flaws.
I'm so excited for you guys.
No, this is way cool.
And this will change everything for you.
Yeah, we've been working on it since October, and I think I'm supposed to get a key around the end of the year. And then actually I have to build out my inside. We took down a huge 120-year-old maple tree that had to come down, and we want to use that tree to build all of our bar tops and all of our tables. And then hopefully be open, optimistically, the end of February.
Okay.
That's what I'm shooting for. And we're gonna have a big party. I've already started to book bands. So I mean, I'm keeping myself accountable. Like, we gotta be open because there's gonna be music here and everything. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so let's talk to Peggy.
All right, Peggy.
Hi, it's
Thank
a
you
lot
for joining
hotter out
us.
here than I thought it was.
It is warm,
Hi.
isn't it? So you are the property
I can
owner.
hold your jacket.
Well, I am one of them. We have partners in the project with us.
I'll hold it.
So what else is going to be here? I mean, not like there doesn't need to be anything else as far as we're concerned, but you obviously have other tenant. What's going to be in the building?
We have a couple other things. So we have the Blue Valley Bistro, of course.
Yeah.
But we've just signed on Hayworth Winery.
Yes.
So they're going to have, it's really
I got wind of that. I'm so excited. That's
we
gonna
are
be awesome
so
neighbors.
excited
Yeah.
as well. So they will have a wine tasting room on the right next to Blue Valley Bistro.
Yeah.
And so we still have one more small space, about 850 square feet, that's available still.
Okay.
So if you're interested, talk to this lady right here.
So upstairs, what's upstairs?
Well, we have 6 apartments upstairs. We have 2 larger apartments. Well, actually, they're not larger. They're just different. They'll have tall ceilings comparable to what the retail space
Yeah, 12
has.
feet, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really beautiful.
And when will those be up for rent?
Well, it's funny you should ask. I just picked these up from the
Oh, whoa.
our
Okay, hold on, hold on.
marketing people.
Okay, hold on. We got a show.
So here's our little brochures.
The Coburg Inn.
So we have all the final.
So those are the apartments.
These are the apartments.
So guys, this is what it's going to look like. Look how cool that is, right?
Isn't it
Downtown
great?
Coburg. Oh my
Yes,
God.
it
And then
is
these are the
great.
apartments that'll be available for rent.
Right.
4 of them.
Yeah.
So the down here we'll have the Blue Valley Bistro, then we'll have the Hayworth Winery, and then this is a space that's still available. And then the apartments, 2 apartments will be down in the back side facing the parking lot. So they'll have small patios back there, but they'll have real tall
And they're on the
ceilings.
bottom.
Yes.
Apartments.
Just
Okay,
2.
2 and
then
2 are
the
on the
other
top.
6 are at
Yeah.
the top, and
Gosh.
they'll have balconies.
So just so we know, so people know, so when do you expect to have everything open, do you think?
Well, we are hoping for March, but that probably means maybe July.
Right?
But really, we're hoping March or April to have things up and running.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Exciting.
Yes,
Thank you for the
exciting.
investment, too.
Yeah,
I
you're
know this has
welcome.
been a long time coming, but you guys have been working hard behind the scenes. It's not just a piece of land. There's a lot that goes into this.
There is a lot, and we are just absolutely beside ourselves excited about
So
it. Really fun.
I want to talk about Hayworth Wine here for a minute because I got a chance to taste their wines, and they had mentioned about possibly opening up a tasting room here. I think that's so cool because I can totally imagine them being right next door to us.
Right.
Right, and then people go over, try some wines, get some
You're
food.
going to have beer.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and we can work together on this.
Well, and
which
their
is really,
winery's
really
right
cool.
out here, just out of
Yeah.
Coburg, too.
Is
The
it
winery.
out? It's 4 minutes from our house. We had no idea.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
right here. It's new, and
Right.
Wine Julia is a friend of mine. She does some work for them,
Oh,
so
she's
she
great.
could come in and tell
Oh,
people
yeah.
about wine and expert stuff. So yeah, you're going to be set up really well.
I think
Well,
it's
we
great.
had never tasted their wine before, and we are official wine club members now. It's fantastic wine.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
You bit the grape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We also have Ann, come here. This is the city administrator for Coburg, because when Seth and I started talking about doing a show here, I thought, I'm seeing a lot of development, a lot of housing projects, and you tell us about the industrial land. Coburg's growing.
Yes, so we did just pass a future expansion of the UGB, which is on the east side of the freeway, which
And that's
is
the-
about 106 acres.
So 106 acres on the other side of the freeway
Yes.
is now part of the urban growth boundary. For people that don't know what that means,
Yes.
that means now Coburg can move out and build more jobs. And this is for
This is
not
jo-
industrial, but it's commercial land.
It's commercial and primarily looking at creating jobs in the area. And there is just so much happening in Coburg right now. I mean, how long's your show?
Yeah, we only have 20 minutes or so she could go on and on. But tell me, so also, this isn't the sexiest thing, okay? But water. Because that's
Right.
always that's a huge issue. Nobody thinks about it. You just turn on your faucet and it's there. But you just got some help.
Right. So in the water master plan, it calls for water to go across the freeway. So we will bore under I-5 to get water to the new properties and the city properties that are already on the other side of the freeway that aren't getting service right now. We will also expand to 3 wells. We only have 2 right now, and those are close together. So if they were compromised, we need to have another water
Backup source.
So we have just recently been funded through Business Oregon for that water project.
That's
so
huge.
That is huge and exciting for us to continue to provide lots of clean water for the community, and also fire suppression water and storage. So also building a storage reservoir on the hill.
You got 2 new housing developments in town.
Right,
One on this end of town, which is as you come in from the north, and then one over here by as you're going out of town,
Right.
near Serenity Lane.
Right, yes.
And how many homes? How many people? Do you know?
So 68 homes over here, and I believe it's 26 on right over here. How many people? I can't rattle that off.
But
here
no,
right
but
now.
that gives me a better idea.
Yeah,
So now
yeah.
do this for me, because I remember years ago, just when I was in the news business, bringing in a sewer was such a controversy, and people were kind of like, oh, I don't know.
Right.
That's what allowed for all of this.
That's right. None of this would be happening if we wouldn't have done that project. There was no way that any kind of growth could happen without that project. So it has been instrumental to the community for growth for that to happen.
So Coburg is no longer to be just a bedroom community to Eugene and Springfield.
No.
You're
And
gonna
we don't like being
I
called
don't think
that.
it ever was a bedroom
I think
community.
people considered it, but now that you've got all this stuff going on, we're going to be driving here to work.
You're
In
right.
fact, Aloma on here, she owns Mindworks, where my office is. It's a business space where people, just different people
Right.
work together. It's like a co-working space. She's on here saying, "You guys should have a co-working space in Coburg."
Yeah.
There you
well,
go,
there's
there
800
you
square
go.
feet just right over there. So,
Yeah.
Because that would bring people in, and and then
Yeah.
they could go down and get their coffee, have a little wine after dinner,
Yeah,
after
Right.
work. So anything else? The park. There's also a park we want to tell you about real
Right,
quick.
so we have been recently funded by the Oregon Parks and Recreation to create a wetland park. The park already exists, but this is going to make it more accessible. That will be at the end of Industrial Way. And we're continuing our work on the Coburg Loop Path, which will actually go down to the wetland park when it's completed.
It was the Coburg Loop Path. Is that what
Yes, the Coburg Loop
so,
Path.
Does it go all the way around the city then? Is that what?
It goes, it provides from the school district, from the school into the new neighborhood and around, and then also connects it over. You can go through town and connect over on Sarah Lane, ride the path down, end up down by Serenity Lane. So it is kind of, you're able to loop around on a bike or walking.
That's awesome.
And how long? I mean, what's the time frame on that?
The loop path and the park are probably going to be done in 2021.
Oh man.
So that is exciting to
Yeah.
us. It's phase one of the wetland.
Okay.
So that is access really, and then we're looking at really dreaming up some great ideas to create some educational opportunities, partnering with the school, but also just some great, a great park for people to go down and observe the wildlife.
And I know you were at a conference in town in Eugene and you took time off to come out here and do
Yes.
this for us. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming
Have
in.
a great day.
All right, we'll be back. You know what,
Okay.
Seth? Come
Thank
here.
you so much.
Look, I think we can get in here.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna, because it's Seth and me, and you
I
guys,
wanna show-
this is Seth's best friend.
Is my brother from another mother.
And
How you doing?
his and your name?
Mike Seoxen.
So Mike was flown in by Seth's wife, Melissa, as a surprise. So Seth had no idea
No
he was
idea.
going to be here. So he's here to be, we made sure he had to get part of the show. And if you get a girlfriend out of this or something, we get some money.
Some
we
sort
get,
of- yeah.
We get some kind of, don't you think we should have a finder's fee or
Yes,
something?
right.
So you guys, we just noticed that some of the workers are coming in here and looking around the foundation. So we're going to go in, and if they kick us out, I've been kicked out of better places before, so it's not that big a deal. So we're gonna, because we can, this way we can get a better look at exactly what's going on, and Peggy won't care. Howdy.
Hey Rick, how you doing?
You okay being on Facebook?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna show, cause
I'll live. Yeah. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Mike.
okay, guys. So now you can kind of get a better idea of the space. So basically,
This is so cool.
we're saying basically everything. If you go right into there, there's gonna be a hallway
Yeah.
back here. So see these? This is probably the bathroom, right?
Yeah, my assumption. I'm gonna kind of stand up here if you can.
Okay.
My assumption is that this line of PVC pipe right here is a really good indicator of kind of where my kitchen is gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I got those. The one sticking up out of the ground furthest forward. That's essentially my espresso machine. That's like the hub. Like that's the center of.
That's the
of
main counter
action.
where everything's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Right. And
So you guys
everything
right in there.
Everything forward to that is going to be seating, right?
Okay.
And then if you come clear over here and look at that little pop out and you see a couple more things, the one in towards on the far end of the pop out, that's another espresso machine.
Where? Right in there.
Yeah, on the side,
Okay.
right up against the wall, there's a PVC that comes up just past that little knockout.
Okay.
Right? So that's an espresso machine, and then of course the knockout's going to be a walk-up window. And then on this side, this will be back of the house. There's probably either a dishwashing sink or a food prep sink right there in that corner. That's where all that's happening. So all this whole back is all going to be behind the scenes action stuff happening.
You guys,
storage,
and then
kitchen.
Seth was saying there's going to be trees in here and seating for about 30 people right out here. You'll be
Yeah.
looking out over onto the Bronco Saloon
Yeah.
and all of the Farm Fancy and all the pretty little things downtown Coburg that you can't use as much right now.
Right.
And look, he's right across from the park. So when you have Coburg has this whole summer park series,
Yeah.
you'll be able to come over here, have a beer, go to the Did I say it right?
Hayward.
Hayward.
No, not Hayward.
Gosh.
I'm drawing a
The
blank.
winery. I'm sorry, but the
Hayworth. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the park.
No, the
yeah,
winery.
Yeah, Hayworth.
You'll be able to go to the winery, have a glass of wine, and come over here and do this. And then the apartments are going to be in here.
Yeah. So let's continue looking. See these pipes sticking up right here that are kind of a little cluster of maybe 4.
If we go right here, guys, right there.
That would be common area restrooms, a men's and a women's.
For all 3 businesses
Right.
in here.
And then there's a hallway that goes from that point clear over to the far side of the building. In the front of that are 2 more commercial spaces. One of them is Hayworth Wines. The other one's vacant still. And back here are 2 premium like ADA apartments. Right, they're ground floor. They have 12-foot ceilings. Really nice stuff. And then right where we're standing is parking.
And then upstairs there will be 2 more. So
no, upstairs there's going to be 6 apartments.
Oh, 6
upstairs.
Okay. I wasn't reading her right on that.
So and then just to see, take this whole image, see a 2-story building with apartments and commercial space, and duplicate that. And that part of the lot way over there, where the fencing is, we're going to do this again.
They're doing.
Yeah, so at the end of it, there's going to be 6 or 8 times 2 is 16 apartments.
So they're doing one section first, and then when that's done?
Yeah. Phase 1, we want to get this.
Know that.
We want to get this leased. Hopefully all 3 commercial spaces and probably likely all 8 apartments, and then they'll begin construction on phase 2.
So Seth, Jason says Coburg is definitely its own town, and people are great. Love the small town feel. He also earlier said we're happy to have Cresswell Coffee come in here.
Well, Jason, thank you, and I agree with you completely. It's why Melissa and I wanted to be here. For a number of years now, Melissa and I talked about expanding, and we said if we're ever going to expand, Coburg is the place to expand to. It's such a cool little town. The old town feel is really created a niche for Coburg, and all this growth happening north of Eugene is just we're in the mix, and this is really cool for a business owner.
And there are coffee shop places and restaurants here, but there's not a coffee shop like what you're gonna do.
Yeah, no, there's a little drive-through next to the freeway, which has been in business for 20-some years. Lovely lady, incredibly nice person.
And the Nana's with
and the Nana's
inside
inside a Coburg pizza. And they got some really cool stuff too. And the Coburg Pizza,
Terry's a good guy.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of money at Coburg Pizza lately.
Yeah. The problem with Coburg Pizza is they have so many choices. You can't just go, well, let's just have one pizza.
Yeah, there's like 85 choices. I think. I don't know.
It's because Terry wakes up in the middle of the night and he comes up with a new idea, and everybody's going, "Oh my God, a Reuben sandwich pizza! You've got to be kidding!" And it's delicious.
That sounds good.
So you guys, anyway, this is coming up. So Seth should be in here maybe by March for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe by February. We'll see.
We'll stay optimistic. I believe.
But winter's the time you want to do this stuff anyway.
Right.
So when the spring comes, this will be a whole new ball game out here.
Yeah, I mean that's ideally what I want to do is be open in the spring. I mean I want to be have all the bugs worked out and everything and
well, you kind of know what you're doing. You've done this for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean there'll be little bugs, but
thanks
for the compliments.
Yeah, I have confidence.
I don't know
in
if
you.
I know what I'm doing. I just wing it all the time.
No, he doesn't. Trust me. So he's very calm. He understands exactly what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So next month we're gonna try. We were gonna do this month, but those fires, our barista is out of
Chris,
town.
the guy with the beard and the nose ring, the other half of my partnership in the trailer kind of guy. He's out fighting fires. Very honorable thing, but he was supposed to be my driver for this, so we want to take the trailer, CC Rider, around like an ice cream cart and just give out free coffee.
So
I thought it'd be fun.
So in October, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be driving around Coburg streets, some of the new developments and some of the old developments, and we're just going to, so watch out because we might knock on your door and offer you a free coffee. So,
for sure.
But with a little conversation, there is a cost. You have to talk to us. So Seth, thanks.
Thank you, Rick.
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Now I'm
hey,
going to have a beer.
Mike, thanks for coming down and seeing him and surprising him. Melissa, you are sweet. I take back all those things I've said about you before. You are a good woman. And again, look forward to this coming to Coburg very soon. You guys take this and share it on your page if you're interested in Coburg at all, because there's a lot of information in here, stuff I didn't know. And the city administrator just came in and talked with us and told us about this. So let people know this town is growing, and the Blue Valley Bistro is going to be a big part of that growth. All right, you guys, we'll see you next month.
Bye.
See you later, guys.